10 years undercover in Southeast Asia. I nearly died more times than I can count, but I got the intel, the kind that brought down a crime empire that had controlled the Golden Triangle for over a decade. But when I finally came home, my own boss had me labeled as a psycho, forging police documents, impersonating an officer. They threw the book at me. Take him into custody. I looked at Chief Kai standing right in front of me. The coldness in his eyes, that total stranger stare, I'd never seen that before. Just an hour ago, I was standing outside Police HQ, the place I'd dreamed about coming back to for 3,750 days straight. I was pumped. 10 years, a full decade, and it paid off. I'd finally done it. In my hand was a yellowed, beat-up photo, me in a crisp uniform, 10 years younger, standing next to a grinning Chief Kai. Back then, he'd always clap me on the shoulder and say, "Young Feng, you're the most promising guy I've got." But now I went by Du Xiao. On the streets, they called me Brother Xiao, the number 3 in the biggest drug cartel in Southeast Asia. Well, a former cartel to be exact. 3 days ago, that whole empire got torn down. The news called it a multi-nation joint operation. But only I knew who really made it happen. Walking into the lobby, the renovations threw me off. 10 years ago, this place was a dump. Now, the polished marble floors reflected back a rough-looking stranger, 3 days of stubble on my face, while a young officer at the front desk sized me up. "I'm here to see Chief Kai." My voice came out raspy. Even I didn't recognize it. 10 years of faking a southern dialect had messed with my Mandarin. It felt stiff, almost foreign. "Do you have an appointment?" "No, just tell him, the Nightingale is back." The young officer typed something, then looked up and shook his head. "There's no such code name in the system. Are you sure you're one of Chief Kai's people?" My stomach dropped, but then I let it go. A top-tier undercover op like mine wouldn't be in any regular database. Of course, the front desk wouldn't find it. "Just get Chief Kai on the line. Tell him an old friend from 10 years back is here." The kid hesitated, then picked up the phone and spoke quietly. After a few exchanges, he hung up. "Chief Kai is in a meeting. You can wait in the lounge on the 12th floor." That was exactly what I expected. Chief Kai was always careful. No way he'd blow my cover in front of his staff. He'd want to verify it was safe first. But I had no idea what was waiting for me. A bottomless pit. The elevator numbers ticked up as my heartbeat hammered faster. 10 years of memories flooded back. Every near-death moment. I'd cut off my own finger to earn the cartel's trust. Sat through a month of internal lie detector tests. Survived every layer of trials and torture, just to reach the inner circle. I shook it off. That was all behind me now. I was home. The 12th floor lounge was empty. I walked to the window and looked out over the city. Man, the place had changed so much I barely recognized it. Footsteps came down the hall. I spun around. Chief Kai, gray at the temples, a little belly now, but still moving sharp. 2 guys I didn't recognize trailed behind him. I rushed forward. "Chief Kai, Who are you? How did you get into this building?" Kai Guangyuan cut me off, looking at me like I was a complete stranger. I froze. Then it clicked. He was playing it up for the guys behind him, protecting my cover. "Chief, it's me, Yang Feng. The Nightingale is home." But his brow furrowed even deeper, his voice colder than before. "What Nightingale? I don't know you. Xiao Zhang, find out how this guy got in." The young officer behind him stepped up immediately. "Sir, I need to see your ID." Something was off. The look in Chief Kai's eyes, cold, suspicious, zero trace of an act. "You can't fake that." My gut screamed at me and I blurted out, "Chief, 10 years ago you personally sent me in. Codename Nightingale. On the 17th of last month, I risked my life to pass back the location of the cartel's leadership meeting. That's what made last week's raid possible." Kai Guangyuan's expression darkened. "That operation was a multi-nation effort. What does any of that have to do with you?" "Xiao Zhang, take him for identity verification." The officer reached for my arm. 10 years of living on a razor's edge. The instinct kicked in before I even thought. I twisted his arm and pinned him against the wall. "Don't move!" The other officer drew his weapon and aimed it right at me. I slowly raised my hands and stepped back, eyes locked on Kai Guangyuan. "You really don't remember. 10 years ago, right there in your office. You said this mission could take 3 to 5 years, but someone had to do it. You handed me a family photo and told me you'd protect her like you'd protect my identity." I reached into my inner pocket and pulled out a photo sealed in plastic. Worn down, barely visible, but you could still make out a young Kai Guangyuan with his wife and daughter. Kai Guangyuan's eyes flickered, just for a second, then went blank again. Forging internal police documents, impersonating an officer, add those to the charges, take him into custody. A chill shot from my feet straight to my skull. I felt like I'd been dropped into ice water. This wasn't an act. He genuinely didn't know me. The interrogation room light was blinding white, harsh enough to make your eyes ache. My wrists were cuffed to a cold metal table, my whole body shaking. The irony was almost funny. For 10 years, I'd sat in cartel interrogation rooms without breaking a sweat, and now here I was in my own house treated like a criminal. A little while later, the door swung open. Kai Guangyuan walked in with a folder, sat across from me, and fixed me with a hard stare. "It's just us now, Chief. What's going on? Is there still a remnant faction I need to go back under for?" Kai Guangyuan opened the folder without a single expression on his face. According to the system, Yang Feng, badge number 68978, died in the line of duty 10 years ago, posthumously awarded first-class merit. He slid over an official document. My photo was right there, full death notice, every stamp and seal in place, airtight. My mind went completely blank. This is just a cover document, right? You know I'm not dead. I pushed, desperate. But what he said next hit like a slow blade, cutting me apart piece by piece. Yang Feng was killed in an explosion during a border anti-drug operation. No remains recovered. And there is no record of any undercover operation under the codename Nightingale, not in the past 10 years. I stared at him, searching his face for any crack, any tell. Cold sweat ran down my spine and soaked through my shirt. Last Mid-Autumn Festival, I risked everything to send back critical intel, through the dead drop we agreed on. After that, you ran a classified ad in the Nancheng Evening Post. A Jew is ill, hoping Ying returns. That was our signal. It meant the intel was received, and it was vital. And 3 years ago, I almost got burned. You activated emergency extraction. I chose to stay and keep going, but that speedboat waited on the Mekong River for 3 straight days and nights. Great story, but I've never placed any advertisements, and nothing you've said has a single shred of evidence to back it up. Kai Guangyuan snapped the folder shut, visibly fed up. Do you know what the charge is for impersonating a police officer? And on top of that, you're suspected of cross-border criminal activity, extra charges on top of charges. It felt like a cold fist was squeezing my heart, squeezing so hard I could barely breathe. He wasn't joking. He wasn't performing. He genuinely didn't know me, or was pretending he didn't. For 10 years, through every life or death moment, every lonely night with no one to turn to, the one thing that kept me going was the idea of coming home. And now, home didn't recognize me. Why? My voice cracked. I put my life on the line for 10 years, almost died 3 times, got blood on my hands, all to finish the mission, and now you don't know me? Kai Guangyuan stood up, looked down at me, eyes dead cold. I'll have a psychiatrist evaluate you. If you can acknowledge your delusions, maybe we can go easier on you. He walked to the door, paused, and didn't look back. That photo's a convincing fake, but don't waste your time pulling stunts like this again. The door shut, just me in that room. The white light flooded over me, but inside I was falling into nothing but darkness. I stared at my cuffed wrists. 10 years undercover, and this was the first time I'd ever truly felt helpless. A familiar spasm hit my stomach, my body's response to extreme stress. Something I'd gotten used to years ago. I dug through my pocket and pulled out a small metal tin, tapped out the last white pill inside, the cartel's own high-grade sedative, fast-acting, kills anxiety, and spasms cold. I grabbed a few on the way out. This was the last one. I swallowed it. While I waited for it to kick in, my eyes drifted back to the tin. Just a plain little box, personally given to me by the cartel's number 2, the one they called the chemist. The inside of the lid was engraved with an intricate snake pattern. Wait, what was that? Something caught the light from inside the tin. I carefully pried up the inner lining with my fingernail. A microchip, thinner than a fingernail, quietly slipped out.